Welcome back. Let's continue with our functions. Let's point out the difference between local and global variables. So let's have our function here defining a total of grocery. So we define grocery. We have here grocery with our empty brackets and our colon, and we have our local variables, a list of fruits and a list of vegetables. Let's now return fruits plus vegetables. So return fruits plus vegetables. Let's call the function here. So we have the name of the function. Let's assign it to a variable, say x, and let's here print x. So we have here print x. Let's have our run now. It prints the two lists together in one list. What if we need those two lists to have more than one function? Let's have them as global variables, which means remove them outside this define function. So let's have fruits and vegetables outside the function here. Now here the define grocery must have the arguments fruits and vegetables. Otherwise the function will not recognize them. So let's have here fruits, comma, vegetables. And we must have those arguments in the caller also. So let's copy them here. Let's now have our run. We have the same results. What is the privilege then? The privilege is that we can have several functions using the same arguments, fruits and vegetables. So let's define another function here now. Let's have this function to operate on fruits and vegetables to return the total number of elements. So let's define total, say total. And let's have here our arguments, fruits and vegetables. So let's simply copy this and have them here. Let's have our colon here and let's have a variable, let's say called a equals the length of fruits and another variable b equals the length of vegetables. So let's have b equals len of vegetables. Let's now return a plus b. So return a plus b. We expect a 6. Let's now have the caller here, total. And we must have the arguments in the total, in the caller. And let's simply print it. And we have our brackets here. On having a run, yes, the first caller grass here was executed to give this output, and the second caller, which is total here, was executed to give the output with the same arguments, fruits and vegetables defined outside the functions to be global functions and used in any function. Instead of having fruits and vegetables defined globally outside the functions, let's try having them instead of the arguments. Let's have the list of fruits here to be the direct argument in the caller. So let's have a copy here and paste it instead of fruits. Let's have a copy of this vegetables and paste it instead of vegetables. And let's have these to be commas. Let's do the same with the other function. So let's have here the list of vegetables instead of vegetables in the caller. And let's have the list of fruits instead of fruits in the caller also. So let's have a copy here and paste it instead of rows. Let's have our run here, and we obtain the same results. This concludes with our global variables that can be defined outside the function and used with several functions.